Hello everybody, welcome to game number 74 in the Washington Nationals replay after that arduous double header yesterday, or in the previous games, 72 and 73, that were played on June 19th. We are now at June the 20th, and in 2019, June the 20th fell on a Thursday. So this is a Thursday night game, last game of the three-game series with the Phillies. The Braves will come to town after this game. And let's look at the standings as we head into this ball game. The Nationals hold a half-game lead over the Mets. Philadelphia has dropped 7 behind after being swept by Washington in the previous doubleheader. Atlanta's 9 back, and Miami is 17.5 back. And these standings here are generated by the Replay PC computer game. And of course, this one is here by Inside Pitch. Let's look at the starting lineups. First for the Phillies. Well, actually, before we even do that, let's look at the starting pitchers for today's game as a rescue squad goes down the street. All right, so Erick Fedde will get the start for the Nationals. He has made 5 starts to this point. He is 1-4 with a 4.88 ERA, 31 and a third innings, 24 hits, 19 runs, 17 earned, 14 walks, and 27 strikeouts. For the lineup for the Phillies in this one, Bryce Harper getting the leadoff position. Kind of interesting, but Gabe Kapler trying to stir things up a little bit. Harper leads off, Hoskins second, Bruce in left, Realmuto at catching. Segura drops down to the 5th position. He normally would hit leadoff. Kingery in center, Hernandez at second, Franco at third, and Nick Pivetta is the pitcher for the Phillies. We'll get to his numbers in the bottom half of the inning. Defensively for the Nationals, Soto in left, Robles in center, Eaton in right. Rendon at third, Turner at short, Kendrick at second, Adams at first, and Kurt Suzuki catching Erick Fedde. All right, so final warm-up tosses from Erick Fedde. Nationals bullpen is extremely rested because in that doubleheader, they only used 3 pitchers. Corbin and Voth got through game 1, and then Scherzer pitched the complete game in game 2. So their bullpen, while much maligned, is rested. There was one roster move made by the Phillies in this game, or before this game. Pat Neshek went on the injured list, and they brought up left-handed reliever Adam Morgan. And, of course, the 26 pitchers for both teams, Voth and also Irvin for the Phillies, were both sent down. They were just up for that doubleheader because you're allowed an extra player in a doubleheader. So now both teams back to their normal 25-player roster. So Bryce Harper will be leading things off for the Phillies. And he'll be facing Erick Fedde. On the replay, let me check one more thing to make sure everything's copacetic. Looks that way. All right, on the replay, Bryce Harper hitting .276. 19 homers, 51 driven in. Game 74. And the final game of the 3-game series with the Phillies is now underway. Fedde 5-1. Against a lefty, that's a blank. Harper 4-4. He will ground to short. Turner is there, 1 away. So 1 quick out. And that's going to send us to Rhys Hoskins. I make that 3 very good, did I? All right, here's Rhys Hoskins. And Hoskins hitting .220, but 24 home runs, 64 runs batted in. 2-6, that's a strikeout chance. An 11 is right on the number, so he struck him out. Hoskins out on strikes for out number 2. And that will send up Jay Bruce, late season acquisition from, well, not late season, but mid-season acquisition from Seattle. Bruce on the replay hitting .289, 7 homers and 13 driven in. Those are his numbers for the Phillies. He's got 29 homers, hitting .313 total when you combine the 2. Fedde now 2-3 is ball 1, so he will get to pitch again. 5-5 is the possible error on a ground ball. And Bruce 2-5 will fly to right, no error on the ground ball there. Innings over, 1-2-3 go the Phillies here in the top of the first. And the Phillies bats have been silent the whole series. In that doubleheader, they only scored 1 run in both games combined. They got shut out in game 2. So Gabe Kapler trying to do something to get his team some offense, but just hasn't been working too well. Let's look at Nick Pivetta, the starting pitcher for the Phillies. And look at his numbers. He has made 8 starts. He is 3-3 with a 4.56 ERA. 49 1/3 innings, 49 hits, 25 runs, 25 earned, 12 walks, and 29 strikeouts. All right, lineup for the Nationals. It'll be Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Kendrick, Adams, Suzuki, Robles, and Fetty in that order. So Trey Turner, the red-hot Trey Turner, he's up to 292 now, and there was a time where he was hitting in about the 230s. So he has really turned it on. 292, 7 home runs, 24 driven in. And he did hit 298 on the regular season. So he's almost right on schedule. So Turner, and as Turner goes, so go the Nationals offense. So since he's been doing well, that means the Nationals have been scoring runs and winning. Pivetta, 1-1. Straight up home run right out of the gate. That's a 10, that's a 12. So Turner will miss the home run, but he will get to swing. And he won't get the home run, but he will get a single to center field, and Turner continues his hot hitting. He's just blistering the ball. Just base hit after base hit. And, of course, when he gets on, he's always a threat to steal. And his attempt rating here is a 6 to get the jump. He cannot get the jump, so he's got to stand pat. And here is Adam Eaton. Eaton hitting 243. He's doing the opposite of Trey Turner. He's been a tailspin. So he's down to 243. He was up around the 290s at one point, but he's been struggling. 8 home runs, 44 driven in. Pivetta, 5-4. That's a walk plus. He has been doing a lot of walking, and that's something Adam Eaton has been doing a lot of, even despite his struggles. Has been drawing the base on balls. He does it again. And that puts 2 on with nobody out. And now Pivetta not doing what Gabe Kapler would want him to do. Getting the rabbits on the bases, and now the big guys are coming to bat. Here's Rendon. Strategy roll, nothing happened. And Rendon hitting 301, 15 homers, 47 driven in. 2-2 is a strikeout chance. 9 is too high, so Rendon will swing. 6-1, he's going to single pass short. Now, can that score the run? To score from second on an S6, you need a 3 or better. Turner has that. He will score. So it's 1-0 Nationals. Check Adam Eaton to get from first to third. You have to have a 5, and Adam Eaton is a 5 base runner. So he will make it to third base. And while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and put the BR ratings on here so I can have them without having to keep checking the cards all the time. Should have been doing that from the get-go, but I will do it as I go along. So Rendon, RBI single with Eaton taking the third base. So runners are at the corners with nobody out and 1 run already in. Here's Juan Soto. Phillies playing for the double play. They need outs. They're not worried about cutting a run off the plate. They just need some outs. So they will play for the traditional double play. Soto, 272, 17 home runs, 51 driven in. Rendon to get a jump is a 1. 3 is a possible hit and run, but we're not going to do a hit and run with Soto because you don't want to take away his power chances. 2-3, and that's a walk plus, so a walk issued to Soto, and now the bases are loaded. So Pivetta just digging a hole deeper and deeper, and that brings up Howie Kendrick, second baseman. Bases loaded, nobody out, 1 run is already in. Kendrick hitting 299, 10 homers, 42 driven in, and Gabe Kapler does not want to have to go to his bullpen this quickly, but he may have to. I mean, you can't let the guy sit there and struggle for all this time, but we'll see if he can pitch his way out of it. Infield is now, you know what, they're actually going to play in. The infield is playing in to try to get a double play home to first, or at least get the force, if nothing else. So here is, let's check the balk, check for a potential balk. There's no balk. So here's Kendrick. Pivetta, 2-3, and that's a blank to a right-hander. Go to Kendrick, 2-1. Ground ball to third. So now's their chance to get the double play. On a ground ball to third with the infield in, Eaton drops from a 5 to a 3. Check the double play rating on Kendrick. He is a 2. They're infield in, so that doesn't change anything, and there's nothing there. So it's a 2 for a double play. Otherwise, you just get the out at the plate. Unless it's a 6. It's not. It's a 2, so it is a double play. How about that? They turned the double play That's going to go 5-2 to 3 double play. 5-2-3 double play. Since that 2 matches this, that's a 5-2-3 double play by playing the infield in. They cut that run off. Rendon will go to third, and Soto will go to second. So a 5-2-3 double play, and that keeps the score at 1-0 with 2 outs. And now Pivetta has a chance to get out of this thing by getting Matt Adams. First base is open. They could always walk Matt Adams to pitch to Suzuki, but I think they're going to go after Adams. He's 248, 9 homers, and 24 driven in. Roll for a balk, but there's no 20 there, so no balk. So Pivetta to Adams. Infield back to normal now. 5-5's a strikeout chance. 12 got him. So how about that? Nick Pivetta, talk about wiggling yourself out of trouble. Gets the 5-2-3 double play and then gets the strikeout to limit the Nationals to just 1 run. So for Washington, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. At the end of 1, it's Washington 1, Philadelphia nothing, but it certainly could have been a lot worse. They were looking to blow the Phillies out in the first inning, but Pivetta got that critical 5-2-3 double play, and that kind of turned the tables there. And maybe that gives the Phillies the boost they need. I don't know. We shall see. As of right now, it's JT Realmuto stepping to the plate. And for Realmuto, he's hitting .302, 13 homers, 46 driven in. Fedde, 5-4. That's a strikeout chance. 10 against a right-hander is only a 9, so no strikeout. Go to Realmuto, 6-3, and he's going to fight that strikeout pitch off and single to left. So maybe this could be the turning point of the Phillies in this game. By getting out of that jam and then their leadoff hitter gets a base hit, maybe that's got something going on here. Realmuto with an attempt of 2 plus the 1 from Fedde is a 3. So it's a 2, so he's going to try to steal. He's very successful at it. He's an 18 on his stolen base rating. He's an 18. Fedde's a -2, though, makes him a 16. But Suzuki's a +2, brings it back to an 18. 1-18, he steals it. And he does. So Realmuto steals second base. So he's in scoring position with nobody out for Gene Segura. And for Segura, he's hitting .291, 2 homers, and 14 driven in. And we'll roll the strategy for potential pickoff. No 20s, so no pickoff. And Segura's not going to bunt. Fedde, 3-3, range play. Infield isn't normal depth. 3-6, that's a star 2, which is a ground ball to third. The range of Rendon is a 4. 1-4, he makes the play. He cannot. Is it going to be a single or a double? It's a single past third base. And let's check Realmuto. He's a 5 base running rating. Wow. Kind of surprising a catcher would be a 5 base running rating, but he is. And with him being a 5 base running rating, to score from second base, he will do so. So tie game. Realmuto exerting a little bit of speed. Segura gets the base hit, sneaks it past Rendon. And we got a tie game at 1. So what looked like it might be a blowout early is now all of a sudden a tie game. And the Phillies are in business. 3 for an attempt for Segura. And it is a 3, so he's going to attempt to steal. 17, and the catcher and pitcher cancel each other out. So it's a 1-17 for a stolen base for Segura. And he does it. So Segura, a stolen base. So all of a sudden, the Phillies, after that double play to get out of that jam, have just taken off now. They seem to have life all of a sudden. It's like they got, it's like on Star Trek when McCoy would take the hypo and stick it in somebody, perk them right up. That's kind of what's happening here. So we'll see. Fedde with the strategy roll. Nothing happening. Here's Kingery, and Kingery's hitting .267, 2 homers, 11 driven in. 5-6, that's a possible error. And that's a 5-2. Ground ball to third. Rendon's a 6 error rating. That's a 9, so it won't be an error. It'll be a ground ball to Rendon. Now, to get from second to third on a ground ball out, let's see what they need to move up. Have to roll a 6 for the runner to advance. And we do not. So Segura will have to hold on that 5-3 ground out. So 1 down as Rendon makes the play. And we go to Cesar Hernandez, second baseman, hitting .282, 4 homers and 41 driven in. Strategy roll, nothing on the havoc or the strategy. Here is the pitch from Fetty. 6-5, that's a strikeout chance, and he got him. Big strikeout there for Fetty. That makes it 2 away. Now they got an option. The number 8 hitter, Maikel Franco, is up, but the pitcher is on deck. Got a runner in scoring position. If you give up a hit to Franco, you kind of feel foolish but when he had first base open. But if you get Franco out, then you can make the pitcher lead off the next inning. So it all depends on how the Nationals feel about it. Franco, not that good of a hitter. He's a 199 on the replay, 9 homers, 34. On the regular season, he was 234. So I think they're going to go ahead and pitch to Franco, maybe carefully, but they'll pitch to him. Fetty now will deliver to Franco. 6-3, strikeout chance, and he does not get him. He's a 6, that's a 7, so Franco will hit. 3-6, and he doubles to left field, so they got bit in the butt by not walking him intentionally. They took a chance. It did not pay off. Franco says, "You don't want to walk me? Fine." So it's a double, and the Phillies take a 2-1 lead. It reminds me of the expression that Sparky Anderson gave in the '84 World Series when the Padres decided not to walk Kirk Gibson. Rich Gossett says they said, "He don't want to walk you," and of course, the rest is history. The big home run. So in this case, they didn't want to walk Franco, and they paid for it. Phillies now lead it 2-1. Here's Pivetta, the pitcher. Fetty to Pivetta. 2-5, strikeout chance, and he got him. So they could have got out of the inning and not given up that run, but they were trying to make Pivetta lead off the next inning. Strategy, which way you go with it, and that time Dave Martinez made the wrong call. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. At the end of 1.5, it's the Phillies 2 and the Nationals 1. First time in the series that the Phillies have actually led. So let's see how the Nationals respond to adversity. Pivetta, given that 2-1 lead to protect, will be facing Kurt Suzuki to lead it off, the catcher. He's hitting .283, 4 homers and 19 driven in. Pivetta, 3-1. Double question mark, 1-7 is a single. That's a 6, so it's a leadoff single for Kurt Suzuki. And back come the Nationals. Suzuki is aboard. He has no attempt. We will roll the strategy for a potential balk. See if there's a 20. There is none. Here's Victor Robles. Robles hitting .226, 6 homers, 30 driven in. 1-2. That's a home run question mark. 1-16 against a right-hander. That's a 2. It passes. So now Robles needs a 1-8 for a home run. And he gets it right on the number. Victor Robles, a 2-run shot, and just like that, the Nationals respond with a 2-run homer. So how do you like that? They say take that. Sometimes you have to see how teams respond when they get hit, punched in the mouth. Well, they just punched right back. Victor Robles, a home run, number 7, RBIs 31 and 32. Nationals reclaim the lead 3-2, and Nick Pivetta knew he gave up a meatball right there. Gabe Kapler just can't look. All right, here's Erick Fedde. He's hitting 0. He's 0 for 8 for the season. And he doesn't have his own card, so he's got to use this generic card, which is a 104 hitter on the Washington Nationals card. 1-5 is a range play. He could get a hit off a range play. 3-3 is a ground ball to short. We're checking the range of Segura. He's only a 2. 1-2, he gets the play. 3, 4, 5, or 6, and Fedde will get a hit. Fedde does. His first hit of the season for Erick Fedde. He's now hitting 111. He's 1 for 9. So Erick Fedde gets the base hit. And things are going from bad to worse for Pivetta. You think you can get the pitcher out, but that didn't happen. Here's Trey Turner. Nothing on the havoc or strategy roll. Pivetta, 3-3. Range play at Nationals Park for Trey Turner. 5-2. That's a double to center field, but it is a range play for Kingery. He is a 3. 1-3, he takes the double away. He does not. It's going to stand as a double. Double to center field. Now, I don't know that... yeah, he can't score, I don't believe. Let's see. Double to center. Well, actually, gain 1 makes him a 1. He's already a 1, but scoring from first on a double to center, you add 1, makes him a 2. He's a 0 arm. So 1 to 2, he actually will score on this. And he does. So how about that? Erick Fedde, aggressive base running, will score on that double. And Nationals now lead it 4 to 2 on the RBI double from Trey Turner. And boy, Pivetta can't stand prosperity. They gave him a 2-1 lead, and he's letting it all go away. I could bunt with Eaton, but I don't think I want to do that. The way they're hitting, we're just going to have him swing away. 5-4, and that's another walk plus. And again, Eaton just drawing those walks left and right. Puts first and second with still nobody out. And the 6th man to bat in the inning is Anthony Rendon. Phillies need a double play in the worst way. 5-6, that's a range play. They are halfway, so they're going to lose 1 range in the infield. Rendon, 4-4, is a ground ball to third. Third baseman is Franco. He's a 2, but since they're halfway, he's only a 1. See if he can get to this. He cannot. Is it going to be a single, or is it going to be a double? It's a single. Single past third. And to score from second base, you need a 5 or better. Trey Turner's only a 3, so he will hold. Bases are now loaded. Still nobody out. And bullpen activity working for the Phillies as Pivetta running into all kinds of issues here. And Kapler is about ready to pull the plug. You got Soto, you got a couple of lefties coming up, so he's gonna go to the bullpen. He just can't take anymore. He's gonna go to the bullpen. Pivetta will be pulled. He could not get it done. So Pivetta is out of there, and they'll go to a lefty, and they'll go to Adam Morgan. He's the guy they just brought up, or brought in, I should say. I guess it was brought up for the Neshek injury. So Morgan has not pitched in the series, so he's fresh. So lefty Adam Morgan is in. Pivetta only goes 1+ innings. It's got to be his shortest inning or shortest outing in quite some time, I would think. I don't know why on the roster it doesn't show Adam Morgan, because clearly he was added to the roster, so I don't know why it's not showing on here. They still got Cole Irvin on the computer. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in, but it's really going to be Adam Morgan. All right, so Adam Morgan is on the pitch with the bases loaded and nobody out. Juan Soto, the infield is in because their double play chance does not look good. So the infield is in with nobody out. No strategy roll. 1-1, that's an automatic out on the star line. Depends on what kind of out it is. It's a 4. Ground ball to second with the infield in. Lead runner is Turner. He's a 3. Let's see. Double play rating is only going to be a 1. So let's see what happens here for potential double play. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it, but they do get the force. So it's going to go 4-2 on the fielder's choice. Everybody else moves up a base. So the bases are still loaded, but they do get the force play at the plate to at least, if nothing else, they at least prevent another run from scoring. So there's 1 out, and here's Howie Kendrick. Still going to play infield in because the double play opportunity does not look very good. Morgan to Kendrick, 3-5, and that's a strikeout chance. 10, too much. Go to Kendrick. 6-2, ground ball to short. Once again, has to be a 1 to get the double play. They do not, but they do get the force. So Eaton is retired. So that's going to go 6-2. And everybody else moves up a base. So 6-2 fielder's choice keeps the score at 4-2. So the Phillies are still in it. If they can get out of it with Matt Adams, infield back to normal now. But by playing the infield in, they save themselves at least 1 run, maybe 2. Here's Morgan to Adams, 4-5. That's a home run question mark, and that passes. So now Adams, a 1-18 on the next roll, will be a grand slam home run after Morgan got through all that mess. He's got a potential to give up a grand slam and home run to Matt Adams. He's already got 9 home runs. This would be home run number 10, 1-18, and it's a grand salami. It's a 10. It's a grand salami. So it is gone. Matt Adams. That wasn't a very good roll. 18, he would have had a home run anyway. It didn't come through all the way, so I decided to re-roll it, but it still was going to count because that's an 18. So it's still a home run. Grand salami for Matt Adams. And just when they thought they were going to get out of trouble, lo and behold, the grand salami. All of a sudden now, the score climbs to 8-2. 7 runs in the inning, and the Nationals have batted around as the man that started the inning, Kurt Suzuki, will be back up to bat again. And they want to get Morgan to finish the inning if possible. Morgan is tired, but they want to get him through the inning. 5-6 is a walk plus. That's not a way to do it. They're going to walk Suzuki. And they'll bring up Robles. Strategy rolls are now off. 3-2. That's a strikeout chance, and he strikes out Robles to end the inning. But 7 runs come in. They were all earned. And they do it on 6 hits. Several walks. No errors and nobody left. We go to the third. It is Washington 8 and Philadelphia 2. And Bryce Harper will lead things off, but just when you thought the Phillies might get a little momentum to help them, they do what the Phillies do, I guess, which is implode. So Bryce Harper will lead off against Eric Fetty. Eric Fetty now been given an 8-2 lead, so all he's got to do is basically pitch 5 innings to qualify for a win and try not to get shelled. 4-3 is a blank. We go to Harper. 3-3, and that's a pop up to second. Whoops, let's flip the, as Bob Seger would say, let's turn the page. All right, so Harper pops it up. Pop up to Howie Kendrick, 1 away. And that brings up Rhys Hoskins. 6-2, that's a straight up home run for Rhys Hoskins, and that is gone. Rhys Hoskins just unloaded. Fortunately for the Nationals, that was just a solo shot. Home run number 22, RBI 65 for Rhys Hoskins, cuts the lead to 8-3. And that brings up Jay Bruce. 6-5, a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Jay Bruce is out on strikes. 2 down for JT Realmuto. Singled and stole a base and scored his first time up. Fetty 5-2 is a walk plus, so keeps the inning going with a walk. When you got an 8-3 lead, the last thing you want to do is start walking guys. So Dave Martinez is not looking very happy in the dugout right now. Here is Gene Segura. Again, strategy rolls are, well, let's see. Actually, strategy rolls are back on. But nothing going on. Fetty to Segura, 1-6 is another walk plus, but he won't walk, because that's only a 6, plus makes it a 16. Stadium's a 17, but that's a 19. So no walk. Segura will swing 5-4, and against a right-hander, he flies to right. And that's going to end the inning. So the Phillies do get the run on the solo homer by Rhys Hoskins, but that's it. That's all they get. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the third. 8-3. Pitcher Eric Fetty is set to lead off. And we will get a new pitcher for the Phillies. And it will be another pitcher that did not pitch in the doubleheader. And that is Juan Nicasio. So Nicasio is on. Juan Nicasio. So Nicasio and Morgan. Are the relief pitchers that have been used. So Nicasio. And we'll check the numbers on Nicasio. Nicasio enters the game 1-1 with an 8.59 ERA. So Philly bullpen not exactly stellar indeed, almost mimicking the Nationals bullpen. But Eric Fetty will lead it off, and he got his first hit of the season, his first time up, off a range play, I believe. 1-2 is a strikeout chance. He won't get that lucky this time. That's a strikeout. Nicasio puts on the strikeout, 1 away. Top of the order, and Trey Turner. It's 2 for 2, a single and a double. 4-3. That's a range. I'm sorry, that's a blank, not a range play. It's a blank. Go to Turner. 4-5, and he's going to single to right field. He is continuing his hot hitting. 3 for 3 now, and he's over 300. He's raised his average over 300 at this point. His attempt is a 7, but nothing going on. Can't get a jump. So here's Eaton. Nicasio 2-5, and that's a possible error. Go to Eaton. 1-4, ground ball to second. Hernandez is a 5. That's a 5. It will be an error on Hernandez. He was trying to turn the double play too fast. He boots it. E4. Both runners are safe. 1 base error on Mr. Hernandez. So when it's going bad, it's going bad. That should have been a double play to end the inning most likely, but not to be. Here is Rendon. Nicasio 3-1. He's not tired, so no single there. 1-2. That'll be a single though. Single to left field. And let's see. Will they try to score Turner? Bruce is a 0 arm. Single to left. You add 1. So Turner runs at a 3. He becomes a 4. So they'll go ahead and send him 1-4. He scores. And he has to hold. So he pulls on the brakes. Bases are loaded. So after striking out the pitcher, Nicasio running into issues, but clearly his defense a big part of that. And that brings up the dangerous Juan Soto, who leads the team in homers with 17. They've already had 1 grand slam last inning. Will they get another grand slam this inning? We shall see. Roll for a potential pickoff. There's no 20, so no pickoff. Here's Soto. Infield with 1 out is in. 6-1. Home run question mark. That's trouble. But for left-hand, it's only 1-8. That's a 14, so there cannot be a home run for Soto. He's good, but he will get the swing. 6-5, star 2. Ground ball to third. So they're going to come home with it and see if they can turn the double play. He's a 2. That's the only chance they get is a 1-2 for a double play. But it's a 5, which is greater than the run rating of Turner, so they do get the fielder's choice. 5-2 as Franco throws to Realmuto, but the relay to first not in time. Fielder's choice. Bases remain loaded. Bases do remain loaded with 2 down. And Howie Kendrick, the batter. Nicasio now is tired. He's faced 5 batters. This is batter number 6, so he's really got to be careful because he is tired. And that S1 fatigue thing is an automatic 2-run single. He has to try to avoid that. 2-5 he did. 3-5 would have been trouble, but 2-5 is an error question mark. Go to Kendrick. 6-4. It's popped to second. That's a 17, no errors, so he does get out of it. And that's going to be it for Nicasio. He's going to go 1 inning, same as Morgan. Actually, Morgan went, yeah, I think Morgan did go the 1 inning. All right, so that's going to be it for the Nationals. They do not score a run, even though they threaten. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they left them loaded. Nationals have already left 6 on base in 3 innings. But the score is 8-3 after 3. But the Phillies are definitely looking at a bullpen game here because they're going to have to go through quite a few bullpen arms. Nicasio is done. So coming in for the Phillies next will be the other guy, the only other guy that has not pitched. Well, there's actually 2. The Dubre Ramos and Hector Neris. Those are the 2 that did not pitch in the doubleheader. So they will be the first ones to come out. Even though Neris is a closer, you're down 8-3. You don't have to worry about using a closer down 8-3. You just bring in the best arm you can find. All right, right now Eric Fetty starts off the 4th, facing, whoops, not going to be Segura. He made the last out last inning. It's going to be Kingery. Kingery leads off against Fetty. followed by Hernandez and Franco. Kingery, 6-6. Fetty is not tired, so keep going. Kingery, 2-1 is a single pass short, so base hit for Kingery. Hit number 5 for the Phillies to go with their 3 runs, so Fetty's not pitching all that well, but he's getting a ton of run support. Strategy rolls are still in place, so we'll check the strategy roll. Nothing going on. Here's Cesar Hernandez. Fetty, 1-4, strikeout chance, 10 is too high. We go to Hernandez. 1-5, ground ball to third, could be a double play. He's a 1. He adds 1, makes it a 2. Infield halfway makes it a 3. Pivot is a 0. 1-3 is a double play. And they turn it 5-4-3 around the horn. Nice job there by Rendon and nice pivot by Kendrick. They turn the 5-4-3 double play. 2 quick outs, and that'll bring up Michael Franco. Fetty, 2-1. That's a walk chance to a right-hander, but that's too high, so Franco gets the swing. 5-1. He's going to pop it to third, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Phils. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 8-3. Pitcher spot is set to lead off next inning for Philadelphia, but they're just going to use a reliever to go 1 inning, so they'll pinch hit for him next inning. So Adubre Ramos is on to pitch for the Phillies here in the bottom of the 4th. Adubre Ramos. He is on. So Ramos will be on. And on the season, Ramos is 0-0 with a 2.70 ERA and 6 2/3 innings of pitching. Matt Adams, the leadoff man, followed by Suzuki and Robles. So I was hoping for some close games in this series, but every game so far has been a blowout. Don't like those, but that's just the way the dice are falling. All right, so bottom of the 4th we go, 8-3 Nationals. Ramos to Adams. 5-5, walk plus. Not what they wanted. Leadoff walk to Matt Adams, and Gabe Kapler about ready to pull what little bit of hair he's got out of his head. I think he's almost bald anyway. But every move he makes seems to be not the right move. Let's see, no strategy roll needed on this occasion, so we move forward. 2-1 range play. They are halfway in the infield. Here's Suzuki. 5-3 is a ground ball to short. Segura's only a 2. Halfway makes him a 1. And that's going to get through for a base hit. Single by Segura. Adams will stop at, or single by Suzuki rather, and Adams will stop at second. First and second, nobody out, and Ramos is not the answer either, apparently. No strategy roll. Here's Robles. 2-1, another range play for Robles. 4-4. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. He's a 1, but he becomes a 0. He becomes a 0. Actually, no, I think he keeps his 1. My bad. He stays a 1 because by the infield plane in, it does not affect him. He's a 1. So he has to get this, or it's going to be an RBI single. Has to be a 1. Can't do it. It's a base hit up the middle. Robles sneaks it past him. And on S1, everybody scores from second on an S1, no matter who you are. Suzuki will stop at second. So base hit by Victor Robles. And it is now 9-3. Ramos is actually tired now. He can only face 3 batters. He's faced 3 already. Here's Fetty. They're going to let him pitch to Fetty. See if they can't do anything. Fetty could bunt, but 9-3, I don't think you're going to bunt. I think you're going to swing away. 5-3 is a strikeout chance, and he got him. So I think if you're bunting when it's 9-3, they might start throwing at your pitcher. So you're just going to go ahead and take the strikeout and move on. Here's Trey Turner. Ramos to Turner. 5-6. That's a straight up home run chance, but that's a 14, so Turner will not get the home run, but he will swing. 5-1. He lines it to second. This could be a double play. On a liner to second. On a line drive to second. Let's see here. Runner at second base needs a 2 or a 3. I'm sorry, line drive to second, 3 or 4 gets the runner at second. A 1 or 2 gets the runner at first. So 4 or less, it's a double play somewhere. And it's a 2, so that means they double up the runner at first base. So Hernandez catches the line drive at second, and they throw to first base to get Robles. 4 to 3 double play. So it's a line out 4-3 double play to end the inning. And that's going to do it. So they get out of the rest of the damage, but a run is in, and Ramos will cap it one inning pitched. For the Nationals, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We go to the 5th. It is 9-3, Washington. Easily in front of the Phillies. And Fetty will come back out. All he has to do is complete this inning, and he would qualify for the win. Phillies have the pitcher spot coming up, so a pinch hitter will be called upon. And that's going to be Roman Quinn. So Roman Quinn will pinch hit for Ramos, and then we'll get a new pitcher in the bottom half of the inning. And Roman Quinn is hitting .241 with 2 homers in his replay. Oops, wrong side. Let's come over here. Roman Quinn. Pinch hitting here in the top of the 5th against Fetty. 2-4, that's a range play at the ballpark. 4-2, that's a ground ball to third, so the range of Rendon, he is a 4. And Rendon makes the play, and Quinn is retired. So 1 down, back to the top of the order for Bryce Harper. Harper 0 for 2 in this one. Fetty 1-3 is blank to a lefty. Harper 4-1, star 6, that's a fly to center. 2 down. And that will send us to Rhys Hoskins. Fetty to Hoskins, 6-3, strikeout chance, but 19 is too much. We go to Hoskins, 4-1, he pops it to second, and that's the end of the inning. So inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is still 9-3, and now Fetty does qualify for the win. And we need a new pitcher for the Phillies. Let's see who's due up. It's going to be Eaton, Rendon, and Soto. So 2 out of 3 are lefties, so I guess they'll go to a lefty out of their pen. Not that it really matters with a score like this, but they will do so. They will go to Ranger Suarez out of the pen. So Ranger Suarez is on, and they could be using 8 different pitchers going 1 inning apiece the way this thing is going. It's about what it's amounting to. So Suarez, the 5th pitcher used by the Phillies here in the 5th inning. Fortunately for the Phillies, they only have to cover 8 innings as the visiting team when you're losing, but hate to have to use all your bullpen pitchers, but that's the way you have to do it. Now Suarez can face 6 batters, so possibly he can go 2 innings. The pitcher spot does not come up for a while, so it's if he's effective, he'll stay in there 2 innings. Here's Suarez to Eaton, 6-5, double question mark, 1-9 to single, that's a 2. So leadoff single for Adam Eaton. And 9-3, now the strategy rolls are turned off because there's only 5 innings left and the spread is 6. So anytime you get the differential and the innings to total more than 10, you are supposed to wave them off, I do believe, and that's what I decided to do. So no pickoff, no steal attempts, nothing like that. We're just going to play station to station on both sides. They'll advance only when it's automated. Here's Rendon. 1-4, blank. We go to Rendon. 1-4 again. That's kind of wild. Pop to second. 1 away. It's kind of interesting. Roll the same roll twice. You wouldn't think that would happen, but on a dice tray, or dice tower, I should say. All right, here's Soto. 5-2, strikeout chance, 6, got him. Soto was out of there. So Suarez might be able to go 2 innings and kind of save that bullpen, if possible. Here's Kendrick. 1-3, strikeout chance, 17, too much. 5-3, that's a ground ball back to Suarez to end the inning. And finally, a reasonable inning, no runs a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 6th, it is 9-3. Now we have to check on Fetty and see how he's doing for fatigue. Fetty is set to bat 4th next inning. So if they can get 6 innings out of him, they really like that. I think that's going to be the goal. They do have a 9-3 lead to play with. So we'll see how he does. Rhys Hoskins will lead it off. I'm sorry, Jay Bruce. Rhys Hoskins made the last out. Keep forgetting to flip the card over. Rhys Hoskins made the previous last out, popping to 2nd. So now Jay Bruce will lead it off against Fetty. Fetty can face 22 batters. Right now he's faced 20. 4-5, and that's a ballpark card going to Nationals Park for Jay Bruce. 1-4, that is a rare play, so we're going to the rare play chart, the new rare play chart, with the run, whoops, got it upside down, with the bases empty. Roll 2d6s and see what happens, with the blue being the 10s and the white being the 1s. So that's a 31. 31 says, grounder to third base who throws in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop the ball. Resolve play using a range play check for the first baseman to see if he scoops the ball. It's either out or it's a 1-base error. So the range of the first baseman, Matt Adams, is a 3. And Adams scoops it, so he saves Rendon an error right there. Nice scoop there by Adams, and he makes the play. Rendon gives a nod of the tip of the cap to save him an error. 1 away, and here is Realmuto. Fetty, 6-3, strikeout chance, 16 is too much. Go to Fetty, or go to Realmuto, 5-5, single pass third, so Realmuto keeps getting the hits. And now that was batter number 22, so Fetty is now tired. If he hits the fatigue roll with the parentheses, he has to come out. No strategy rolls needed again. Go to Segura, 3-3, that's a range play. They are halfway in the infield. Segura 1-2 is a question mark 7 against a right-hander. It goes to 12. That's a 1. It's a single. It's a single, but it is a range play. It's a single to left, but it's a range play for Soto. He's a 3. 1-3, Soto will grab this and prevent the hit. And he does. So Soto takes the hit away. Ranges far to the line and makes the play. And takes a hit away from Segura. Segura is wondering what he's got to do to get a hit around this place. Although he is 1 for 3. Here's Kingery. Fetty, 5-4, strikeout chance. Just missed it. He's a 12. That's a 13. So Kingery will swing. 2-4. He flies to left, and that's going to end the inning. So Fetty, you're going to cap him at 6 innings pitched. He's going to do very well for himself. 6 innings pitched. Well, not that well. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. Let's check his walks and strikeouts. He ended up walking 1, striking out 4. So it is a quality start. And assuming catastrophe doesn't hit, he will improve to 2-4 on the replay. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, still 9-3, and Suarez, who can face 6 batters, is going to stay in there. He's only faced 4 to this point, so they're going to try to sneak 2 innings out of him if possible. He'll be facing Adams, Suzuki, and Robles. And if anybody gets on, a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Fetty. So bottom of the 6th, 9-3. Matt Adams, who had a grand slam back in that long 2nd inning. 6-2, that's a ballpark card going to Nationals Park. 5-4, that is a single past 2nd. So Matt Adams, his 2nd hit of the game. And that will send up Kurt Suzuki. 6-2, ballpark card again. Nationals Park, 2-6. That's a home run to straightaway center field. That's a 4. It's gone. Home run, Kurt Suzuki. Home run number 5. RBIs 20 and 21. Suzuki takes it deep to straightaway center field. And this has definitely turned into a laugher now. Is 11-3. Suarez is tired. Boy, do you let him try to pitch anymore? Do you tap him at an inning as well and just keep going. Tough call. What they want to do here. I think, you know what? They're going to let Suarez keep going. Or not, Suarez. 5-1. That's a hit by pitch. 6. That's trouble. And home plate umpire Kerwin Danley has just given him the heave-ho. A hit by pitch after a 2-run homer in an 11-3 game. And Kerwin Danley has said, I have seen enough. And I think probably Gabe Kapler has as well. So it's just as well that Suarez be lifted because he was getting beat pillar to post there. So hit by pitch, and now we'll get a pinch hitter for Fetty. And we'll also get a new pitcher, and it's going to be their closer, Hector Neris. Might as well use him. He has not been used. He was not used in the doubleheader, and he's not going to get a chance to close anything today. So may as well use him and try to get an inning out of him and stop the damage. So he will be on, and a pinch hitter comes on for the Nationals. It'll be Adrian Sanchez. Utility infielder. No use using a good hitter when you've got a score like this. You might as well let the little guys get a chance. So Adrian Sanchez will pick up a bat. And he will hit for Fetty. And he'll do so against the new pitcher, Hector Neris. Pitcher number 6 used by the Phillies. Like I said, they may end up using 8 pitchers. All right. Neris to Sanchez. 6-6, that's a blank. So we go to Sanchez's card. 2-5, star 2, that's a ground ball to second. Checking for the double play, but it's going to be a 0 because he's a -1. They're halfway, makes them a 0. So what we're doing now is just checking to see if the runner can advance or not. Robles runs at a 4. And halfway drops him to a 3. So if this is a 1, 2, 3, or 6, he will advance. 4 or 5, it's a fielder's choice. It's a 5, so it's a fielder's choice. So how about that? The fielder's choice from Sanchez. And let's see, where was the ground? Now I'm trying to figure out where the ground ball went. Lost my track here. Not that it matters. I'm going to say it went to second, so it's a 4-6 fielder's choice. I don't know if that was the case or not. But that's the way I'm calling it because it doesn't really matter at this point. All right, so Sanchez, the new runner at first with 1 out, and Fetty, of course, is done for the day. And that brings up Trey Turner. 1 out here, 11-3 game here in the 6th. Neris, 2-4. Blank to a right-hander. Go to Turner, 3-3. He's going to single to center field, so even against their closer, they're not... The Nationals just don't seem fazed by it. That's another base hit. Runners going station to station. For the Nationals, that's hit number 16 on the ball game to go with their 11 runs, and we're just in the 6th inning. Here's Eaton. 6-4, range play at Nationals Park. Whoop, Suadice will try again. From Nationals Park, 3-2. That's another rare play. So we go to the rare play with the runners on base. Again, a 2D6 roll. 44. 44 says grounder to second base who throws in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop the ball. Resolve play using a range play. Let's see. Batter out, E4. So let's see. First baseman, Hoskins, is a 3. He can't do it. It's going to be an error. A 1-base error is going to load the bases. And that was to, who was that to? That was to the second baseman. So Hernandez makes his 2nd error of the game. So Cesar Hernandez having a rough game with 2 errors now. And the bases are loaded with only 1 out. And it's like, what else can go wrong for the Phillies in this game? Here's Rendon. He's 3 for 4. Infield is playing for the double play, playing halfway. 6-5, that's a strikeout plus, so he does get the strikeout of Rendon for out number 2. And that'll send up Juan Soto. And he is now tired because he's faced 4 batters, so this is batter number 5. So Neris is tired. 3-5, but that's a walk plus. So he will walk Soto, and that's going to force in a run. Bases loaded, walk to Soto will bring in a run. as the pinch hitter Sanchez will score. Everybody else moves up a base. Unearned run because of that error, but it's now 12-3. And Kendrick the batter. 5-4, and that's a blank. Kendrick, 6-3, fly to center, and the inning's over. They sent 9 to the plate. Only 3 of them score, which is the least you can have when you send 9 to the plate. But damage done. It is now 12-3. And we need a new pitcher for the Nationals as Fetty went his 6 innings. And with a 12-3 game, you could probably bring in most anybody you want to if you're the Nationals. So they're going to bring in, let's see who they want to bring in. Everybody's rested because of the good pitching and the rainouts and everything else. Everybody's well rested in this thing. So they're going to bring in Trevor Rosenthal. Bring in the worst you have when you got a lead like this. Just get him out of the way. Let him pitch. Got to pitch sometime, so this is the time to do it. Either when you're losing 12-3 or winning 12-3, that's the time to do it. So they are going to Trevor Rosenthal. He'll be facing Cesar Hernandez, Franco, and a pinch hitter for Neris. And that pinch hitter will be Brad Miller. So Brad Miller will pick up a bat and hit as well. Rosenthal on the replay. In 11 games, he's only pitched 5 1/3 innings. Got an ERA of 10.13, no record, no win-loss, no save, but a 10.13 ERA. So maybe Rosenthal can pitch an inning here and help his ERA. Or it could get worse, you never know. Here's Hernandez. 4-4, that's a strikeout chance, and he got him. So how about that? Rosenthal gets a strikeout. And the way this game is going, this is more tiring than the doubleheader I played last time. So this one game is wearing me out more than the doubleheader did. Here's Franco. 6-3, that's a ball 1. So try again. 6-1 is a range play at the stadium. 1-6, that's a home run to the pull side. That's a 3. It is gone. Franco cracks a home run number 10. Home run number 10 for Franco. It is gone. 12-4 now the score. And now we'll get that pinch hitter Brad Miller coming in to pinch hit for Neris. And on the replay, Miller hitting .304 with 4 home runs. So Miller is on to pinch hit here in the 7th inning of a 12-4 game. Rosenthal, 1-4, walk plus, and he will walk him. Now, Rosenthal, this will be his last batter before he can be tired, and that's Bryce Harper. One 4, another walk plus. So Rosenthal issuing the base on balls. He is now tired. And let's see how long Dave Martinez wants to put up with this foolishness. Bullpen activity for the Nationals in play. They do have the bullpen going. And they do have Matt Grace, a lefty, loosening up in the bullpen. Right now it's Reese Hoskins, and this will be the last batter for Rosenthal most likely. 2-5 is a potential wild pitch, and it will be a wild pitch. That'll move the runners up. Things get chaotic when Trevor Rosenthal comes in for sure. Try again, 5-5, and that's a double question mark. 1-7's an out. That's a 2, so we'll get an out here. Just what kind of out is it? It's a 3, ground ball to short. And let's see, Miller, the pinch hitter. Well, with the infield playing back, they're going to concede the run to get the out. Harper will stay at, well, let's see, if we roll a 6, he gets to move up. He does not. So he stays at second base. So that's out number 2. Out number 2 on the 6-3 ground out. And here is Jay Bruce. Now Rosenthal, the score now 12, still 12 to, actually it's now 12-5. So why do I only have 1 run out there? Franco hit the home run. Miller should have scored. Let me backtrack here. Let's backtrack and start the whole inning over again. On the entry here, strikeout, and then a home run from Franco. Then we pinch hit with Miller, and Miller walked, and then a walk to Harper. And then the wild pitch. Maybe I forgot to put I think I forgot to put the wild pitch on the computer is what had happened. And then a 6-3. There we go. Now it's 12-5. All right, Jay Bruce is on, and that's going to be it for Rosenthal. Dave Martinez does not want to see any more of him, at least not for a while. And Matt Grace will be coming on to pitch, facing Jay Bruce, the lefty. But Jay Bruce is being called back by the Phillies. And Sean Rodriguez is going to pinch hit in his place. So Sean Rodriguez, so both managers using a little bit of bench play here. Rodriguez is in, and he will stay in the game to play left field as well. So Rodriguez is on, and Matt Grace is on. So let's make those changes on the computer. Matt Grace for the Nationals on the replay. Grace is 2-0 with a 5.79 ERA. Runner at second, Bryce Harper with 2 down. Grace, 3-6 strikeout chance, got him. So Matt Grace comes in and strikes out the pinch hitter Rodriguez to end the inning. Phillies do get 2 to cut the lead to 12-5, but that's still not exactly making Gabe Kapler feel any better. So we've reached the 7th inning stretch, and I know I need a break. So I'm going to take a quick stand-up break here because this game is just, like I said, it's been more tiring than the doubleheader was. And while I'm doing that, I'll think about who I'm going to use for the Phillies in their bullpen. It'll be pitcher number 7, and it'll be J.D. Hammer. They're going to bring in Hammer time, and they're hoping that they can't touch this. At least that's what the Phillies are hoping. So J.D. Hammer, J.D. Armin Hammer is in. And on the replay, he's 1-0 with a 4.70 ERA. And he'll be facing Adams, Suzuki, and Robles. Bottom of the 7th we go. I meant to stand up. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, see, my focus got out of the thing too. So that's another reason why I want to stand up, because sometimes the focus gets out of whack here. Glad I did check it. I don't know how long it's been going blurry, but I apologize for that. Of course, with the score being what it is, Philly fans may not want to see it anyway. So here we go, J.D. Hammer facing Matt Adams. Bottom of the 7th, 12-5 Nationals. 4-3, and that's a walk plus. And that's not what Gabe Kapler wants, to have his guys start walking people. Adams will walk. A lot of walks issued in this game. Brings up Suzuki. 4-6 off of Hammer. And that's a strikeout chance. 8. Not enough. Suzuki will swing. 5-3. And against a right-hander, he's going to ground it to short. Possible double play. He's a 3. Adds 1, makes it a 4. Halfway makes it a 5, 0 on the pivot. So anything other than a 6, and we got a double play. And it's a double play. 6-4-3. Hammer put the hammer down on that one. 2 down. Here's Robles, and Robles is actually being called back. And they're going to let Michael Taylor finish out the game in center field and get in at bat in this blowout. So Michael Taylor is on to pinch hit. And on the replay, Michael Taylor hitting 155, no homers. So they're looking to get him in at bat to see if they can't get him something going on for him. So Taylor against Hammer, 2-5, possible error on a ground ball. Taylor, 5-5, ground ball to first. But Hammer's a 0 error rating, so Hammer put the hammer down, and the Nationals get nothing in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th, it's 12-5, favor of Washington. Matt Grace will come out for his 2nd inning of work, facing Realmuto to start it off, and now Taylor is now taken over in center field for the Nationals. And let's see, Realmuto. Grace only pitched to 1 batter last inning, so he's still good to go. He can face 3 more before he gets tired. Realmuto is 2 for 2. 6-1 against a right-hander, though, is a star line. So Grace will get the out, and it's going to be a ground ball to third. Rendon makes the play. And the top of the 8th is now underway. 1 down for Gene Segura. 4-3. That's a straight-up home run chance against the left-hander. It goes to a 9. That's a 2. It's gone. Gene Segura, home run. Home run number 3 for Segura. Home run number 3. But it is a solo home run, so it cuts the lead to 12-6. And that brings up Kingery. 5-1, blank to a right-hander. Kingery 1-5, flies to left, 2 down. And now Grace is tired, so if he hits a parentheses roll, he will have to leave the game. 1-5, it's a hit by pitch. 2, that's a hit by pitch, and he's going to be gone. Kerwin Danley had already issued the warnings, and Grace hits Hernandez. Maybe it's payback for his teammate, covering for his teammate. But he is gone, and the benches are a little bit of animosity going on here, but cooler heads are prevailing in both dugouts to keep there from being a bench-clearing brawl here. So, with that in mind, we need a new pitcher, and it's going to be Tanner Rainey. Rainey will be coming on in place of Grace to face Michael Franco after that hit by the pitch. So let's go to Tanner Rainey. His numbers. He is 0-2 with a 5.56 ERA. Facing Franco. 2-2, and that's a wild pitch chance. 16 will be a possible pass ball. Suzuki's pass ball rating's a 1, so anything other than a 1, it's a pass ball. And it is, so Suzuki distracted a bit, lets that ball get by him for a pass ball. Puts the runner at second base. Rainey, 5-4, doesn't let that bother him. He gets a star line here against Franco. And it's going to be a fly to right field to end the inning. So the inning is over. The run does come in on the solo home run from Segura, but it is now just a 12-6 game, so Nationals still pretty much large and in charge. Rainey will be removed because his scheduled time to bat. And let's see about Hammer. I think Hammer is done as well. So we'll go to the 8th pitcher used. And let's see who's coming up for the Nationals. It'll be a pinch hitter. I believe it'll be Dozier. So Dozier will pinch hit. It'll be a lefty out of the bullpen, Jose Alvarez. So Jose Alvarez will come on for the Phillies. And Dozier will come on to pinch hit. Had they brought in a right-hander, they would have used Gerardo Parra to pinch hit. But since we're doing the lefty, we're going to let Dozier pinch hit. So Dozier is in to pinch hit against the left-hander, Jose Alvarez. Alvarez comes into the game 0-2 with an ERA of 6.15. Dozier a 274 average, 9 home runs. Bottom of the 8th, 12-6 Nationals. Trying to finish off a 3-game sweep. 3-4 is the ballpark card going to Nationals Park for Dozier. 1-3, that's another rare play. Boy, that's third rare play of the game. This one base is empty. 63, 3-2 pitch called a ball for a walk. Pitcher argues and gets thrown out of the game. So Jose Alvarez is gone. It's a walk, but he just got thrown out of the game. And Gabe Kapler, I believe, is letting Kerwin Danley have it. And now he has been given the boot. So not only is Jose Alvarez kicked out, but so is Gabe Kapler, and he probably didn't want to watch any more of it anyway. So probably just as well that he got the heave-ho. But Alvarez is gone, so now pitcher number 9 will be Garcia coming in for the Phillies. And this is one where if we had a position player that could pitch, had a card that's carded for that, I would use him, but I don't. So we're going to Edgar Garcia to try to finish out this mess here in the 8th. Trey Turner is the scheduled hitter to face Garcia. And let's check the numbers on Garcia. Edgar Garcia. He is the last man in the bullpen. The only pitcher still remaining on the roster are the starters, so they really don't want to go anymore. They really can't afford to go anywhere else. It's going to be Garcia or bust. Garcia 1-0 with a 4.91 ERA. Here's the pitch to Turner. 2-2 is a range play. 3-3, that's a single to center. The range of Kingery is a 3. 1-3, Kingery will take a hit away. And he does. So Kingery bails out his pitcher a little bit with a nice play. Taking a base hit away from Turner. The red-hot Turner almost had another base hit, but not quite. That'll bring up Adam Eaton. And actually, Eaton's going to be called back, and Gerardo Parra in this blowout will get a chance to bat. So Gerardo Parra will take over, and he'll be in right field to finish out the 9th. Whoops, wrong side. Parra's up here. So Parra will pinch hit and stay in the game to play right field in the 9th. So Parra is in to pinch hit, as it's the scrub city right here. Garcia, 4-4. That's the ballpark card. We're going to Nationals Park. 5-4. That's a single past second base. Now, Dozier runs. Let's see what Dozier does. Dozier, where'd he go? Back here, I think. Dozier runs at a 5 on an S4 to get from first to third. I think he does that automatically. And he does. So Dozier will make third base. Runners are at the corners on the pinch hit single by Gerardo Parra. So Gerardo Parra, the pinch hit single. And that's going to bring up Rendon. Runs at the corners and 1 out. Infield back for the double play, which will be automatic if they can get it, because the 3 and a 2 plus the 1 for being halfway, it gives them automatic double play. 5-6 is a strikeout chance, though, but not enough. But if he hits a ground ball, it'll be a double play. 3-2, and he does. Ground ball to first. It'll be an automatic double play. 3-6-3. I think on the new rules, you don't get the halfway for the ball hit to the first baseman. I don't know if my chart shows that or not, but I'm playing it for now. I'm playing it this way, where it's an automatic double play. Let's see. Is there anything about runner on first? Yeah, I really don't want to belabor the point at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to him whether he gets it or not. I'm going to go ahead and give it to him. 3-6-3 double play, because that's what the original rules say. I mean, there might be a new one that I'm not using yet that says he doesn't, but in this case I'm giving it to him. And that's going to do it for the Nationals in the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. It is 12-6. 12-6, and we do need a pinch hitter. New pitcher for the Nationals and a pinch hitter for the Phillies, because the pitcher spot is up to lead off. And so the only guy on the bench left is Knapp, the catcher, backup catcher. So Knapp will pinch hit. He is a switch hitter. For the Nationals, they will bring in, let's see who they want to bring in. Who the Nationals want to use to pitch. They will bring on, tough choice. They will bring on Javi Guerra. So Guerra is on, and Knapp is your pinch hitter. Guerra on the replay is 0-1 with a 4.88 ERA. Knapp is hitting .298, no homers. So Guerra will try to finish out this 9th inning, 12-6 game. They just want to get the game over with. Phillies want to move on to their next destination, and the Nationals want to get ready for the Braves. So Knapp, the batter. 1-2. I need to put Guerra here. 1-2. Strikeout chance, 9, got him. So Knapp caught napping there, looking at a called strike 3. And of course, the new center fielder is Michael Taylor, and the new right fielder is Gerardo Parra. Forgot to mention that. All right, so here we go. Bryce Harper, the batter, with 1 out. 2-1, and that is a strikeout chance. 18, though, is too high for that. Harper, 1-3, star 4. It's a ground ball to short. And that'll be 2 quick outs. 2 quick outs. And it will bring up Rhys Hoskins. And it's a 2-1. Another strikeout chance, but 17's too much. Hoskins will swing. 2-5. He flies to center, and the ball game is mercifully over. Mercifully over. Nationals win a laugher 12-6. Let's look at the totals. For Washington, 12 runs, 17 hits, and no errors. For the Phillies, 6 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. Winning pitcher was Eric Fetty. He improves to 2-4. And the losing pitcher was Nick Pivetta. He drops to 3-4. Phillies dropped to 36-38. Nationals improved to 44-30. Phillies now drop 8 games behind the Nationals. And we'll have to wait and see what the Mets do to see if they keep pace or whether they fall a game and a half back. Let's get the left on base just to clean things up a little bit. For the Phillies, they left on 5 and Nationals left on 12. So it could have been worse, but Washington left 12 runners on base. So things could have been a lot worse for sure. But that's going to do it. The Nationals sweep the Phillies all 3 games. All 3 in blowout fashions. As a matter of fact, if we total up the score of all 3 games, it's 27-7. Sounds like a bad football score. Sounds like the Washington football team beating the Eagles 27-7. But anyway, there's your 3-game sweep by the Phils. This binder thing is keep messing up on me. Here we go. All right, so as we look ahead to the next 3 games on the schedule, the Atlanta Braves will be coming to town. Dallas Keuchel against Steven Strasburg in Game 1. Mike Foltynewicz against Anibal Sanchez in Game 2. And then Voth, who had a nice relief rally in the doubleheader, will get a start against Mike Soroka. So 3 interesting matchups there. And the Braves will need to win to try to make up ground on the Nationals because the Braves have been struggling in the PC replay simulation. They are now 9.5 games back depending on what they do in their game. Could be 10 games back if they lose, so could be desperate times there. But anyway, that's going to do it from here. Game 74 in the books. Nationals improved to 44-30. Blowout fashion 12-6. So hope you enjoyed that despite the fact that it was a big blowout. And this video is already on 1 hour and 17 minutes. Almost as long as the doubleheader went. No wonder I'm tired. So hope you enjoyed that presentation. This is going to post on Tuesday. And then, so it means the next day on a Wednesday, it'll be Wacky Wednesday. Something from History Maker Baseball for Wacky Wednesday. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. But it'll be something from Wacky Wednesday. Then on Thursday and Friday, it'll be the first 2 games of the Atlanta series will be posted on Thursday and Friday. And then, of course, on Saturday, you've got the NBC game of the week, the Dodgers and the Astros from the Astrodome. So that's the tentative schedule going forward for the rest of the week. Hope you are having a good week. As the day I'm recording this is on Monday, the 21st of June. I'm going to post on the 22nd of June. So trying to get caught up on the original schedule that the Nationals had. I'm about a day or 2 behind. But, you know, I can't get everything there because I don't want to overload videos too much. But trying to keep pace as much as I can so this replay doesn't linger on so long. So let's go do it from here. Hope you are enjoying that, your week, and I hope you enjoy the hobby, whatever game you choose to play, whether it's Inside Pitch, Stratomatic, Payoff Pitch, Status Pro, History Maker, APA, whatever your game of choice is, computer game, whatnot. It's really, for me anyway, it's a nice break from the stress of life and kind of takes you back to your childhood a little bit. And the whole point is a hobby. The whole point is to have fun, no matter who wins or who loses. I don't get excited about that. Nationals win, fine. If they don't, that's fine too. The point is to have fun. So until next time, and enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.